Hi there and welcome to Apple World. Over the course of the last week, the contention KSI has been associated with has caught the consideration of the whole web, from the send-off of Lunchley with Logan Paul furthermore, Mr. Beast to his quarrel with individual YouTube dandant TDM, to now his new tune Thick of It. He really can't get a break, and it gives off an impression of being getting at him as he was seen on a live breaking down over the new backfire he's been getting yet. What is truly happening with KSI? Make certain to stay close by till the finish of the video for the full detail. Recently, famous news site Scholler talked about KSI's new tune in a post recently expressing that KSI is driving individuals to pay attention to his new tune. Thick of it, this must be some type of discipline, which he wasn't the most cheerful about. As he answered with WTF is this subtitle? It's called Promoting. I can't even advance without individuals taking the piss presently, yet Mr. Olatunji wasn't finished there. As he additionally presented on his Instagram story, envision burning through such a lot of energy into causing a melody for individuals to then over and again remove the piss from it online. I get it's patterned to can't stand on me at the present time yet. Might we at any point, continue on since the melody's web-based reaction was so terrible? The whole Twitter people group was, however, going after KSI to tell the truth. Individuals' perspectives have, without a doubt, changed because of all KSI has been doing recently. Actually, it shows up like KSI has drawn a ton of motivation from Jacktoad, who has arisen as one of the most loathed makers in later weeks. He has completely acknowledged this reality. What's more, is endeavoring to take advantage of it to further his own advantages by advancing everything and anything in spite of the fact that there's a great deal of talk that KSI knows precisely what he's doing and is utilizing the hate to fuel the quantities of his new melody as notwithstanding what individuals are talking about, his it are up, and it's to stream numbers getting individuals to pay attention to the tune that would somehow never give it the light of day. Now I realize everybody despises KSI's new tune yet, when you in fact investigate these verses, they are virtuoso. So take this one, for instance, from the screen to the ring to the pen to the crown. Do you have any idea about how much significance is stuffed into such a little short line? Like he's discussing the way that hard things have been for him recently. Take this one. This by screen, he's discussing how he begun his vocation, on the screen of Bang Brothers and how hard it was to break out of the specialty of BBC. However, he did, at that point by ring, he's communicating so much vulnerability about, like how he's 31 years of age, he actually hasn't. T proposed it's unimaginable, and afterward by pen, he discusses his time being locked up in the prison, and afterward, at long last the crown, which is by and by my most loved. It's so cunning, it's so unpretentious. Furthermore, he's discussing individuals above all else. And what a difficult stretch he's been having with the entirety of that too. Sincerely, I get individuals who are despising this tune, and these verses obviously haven't investigated it profoundly enough, as would all of you know. KSI and Jake Paul don't precisely share the most amicable of relations. The two have been fighting for the past couple of years. What's more, obviously he bounced on the KSI disdain temporary fad and presented out on X. Bless your heart, KSI. You legend. My 83-year-old granddad hasn't had the option to stroll in years. However, at the point when you discharged this melody, he at last stood up and switched this off. And he indeed even posted a viral video image peering toward the tune, which acquired north of 44 million views in only a couple of days, which goes to show how much footing the melody is getting in any case. Assuming that it's negative or the fact that KSI didn't expect makes not it obvious this response while making the melody, as indeed he's running with the joke that the tune sucks and seems like a nursery rhyme. However, he clearly spent a ton of time chipping away at the whole undertaking itself, and practically 90% of the response has been completely negative, with various posts being left under the music video expressing things like, it's awful, when the remark area is more engaging than the genuine music video. My folks heard me paying attention to this. They're currently intending to take me to a mental clinic. Thank you, KSI. Truly great how brother figured out how to make his whole local area betray him in 7 days. He likewise posted a new TikTok that got everybody talking where he professed to have a new hack on the best way to, in reality, partake in the tune. Hello folks, so I've been looking on the web and I've seen a ton of individuals hating my new melody Thick of It. And that sort of, disturbs me. So for me, I like to view as arrangement, and I've conversed with a lot of researchers, and we have reasoned that drinking prime as a matter of fact works on the melody sonically, so I will rapidly show you how to do it. Okay, so this is me paying attention to it without Prime. I mean, it sounds pretty great up until this point, yet anyway, let me out. Lay one thing with KSI, he's very great at being the object of the joke, and allows his fans nearly to express anything to him furthermore. He additionally knows when he really wants the individuals to begin discussing him at the right second, which is precisely exact thing is happening here. He's simply running with the assault on he's getting. However, I'm sure he expected some analysis. Take a gander at this, like to detest proportion individuals truly loathe this melody. And I'm sure that piece of that justification for that is all the show he's been engaged with recently, and the standing he's made for himself. His standing has, in a real sense, gone from being that of a maker who individuals similar to or abhorrence, to one that they really disdain. This isn't essentially a decent standing by-in. Large, particularly to keep your vocation going for quite a while, certain individuals are contend that exposure, whether positive or negative, is great exposure, which is to some degree genuine, yet the rate at which KSI's standing declined was totally crazy. Before we go any further into the video, what are your folks' straightforward contemplations on this whole circumstance? Has KSI demolished his standing throughout recent weeks with his ceaseless explosion via web-based entertainment with respect to tune and the damn quarrel, or then again, is he simply playing his personality and coming and taking care of into the disdain remark down beneath, albeit on a new sidecast episode? It seemed like KSI was getting shook by the damn circumstance, and surprisingly, the Sidon were having to take care of him as a result of it, with me shaking done. TDM, I think he's you, not the roller. Do you believe you're the rattler? No great explanation for why I feel like I am the rattler is since. I want to hear this. Let him let brother, I'm the one getting all the promotion from it. You've done that in a brilliant way. Yet you're not. You discuss him on an everyday premise. You are no in any case. I could don't care less, however, he couldn't care less. No, however, you presumably fell asleep, nestling your pondering DM bring I take care of business, since I know it annoys individuals. It's BRI look on Twitter, and I go gracious, wow, these individuals as a matter of fact care that I'm trying to say. All these things about start a reality serenade about D better believe it, since it's not the I like to proceed with it, cause it's simply amusing. So you think, however, at that point I feel like it's arriving where it's not appropriate at all for me any longer. It was actually a major buzzkill, entertaining. It's not interesting. No, brother, it was extraordinary. I'm utilizing his promotion for my tune. I'm likewise, you're not shaking down, you're shaking his YouTube when you take a gander at how much tight talks with respect to and his melody at the present time. It's practically all negative and taking the mick of out how Roblox and Fortnite the melody sounds. The truth will surface eventually. What's going to come from this present circumstance? Will Kai's standing be harmed? Subscribe Apple World for more videos.